women have a lot at their disposal in the Matrix, and it's scary, man. And I just choose I haven't. The only reason why I choose not to deal with pros in the United States is, again, I don't want to get caught up in the BS. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time, you go on Backpage, these girls are in these hood areas. You know what I'm saying? South Bronx, Brooklyn, the whatever girls, and you get caught up in those situations. You may get caught up going to a chick house for whatever. Cops kick the door in. They got drugs in the back. Now you going to jail. You got a drug charge. You know what I'm saying? And in New York, that's minimum time served. So that may be 5 years out your life. So you just want to go have your fun. You got to be smart about it. You just got to be smart. There's nothing to put $300 to the side, get you a flight, it's a sewer for a weekend or for 4 or 5 days, man. Have your fun, get your rocks off, come back home, and get focused on your next task, man. I'm telling you, right now, it's so dangerous for us right now that it's not even worth it. I'm not saying be a hobbit and stay in your house. No, have a good time, go out, enjoy, stay with your family, hang out with your friends, but just be smart about the decisions that you make. That's all I'm saying.
Well, let me ask you this, because I know the answer, and then I'm going to give you my version of the answer as well. I'm going to ask you this first, though. All right, so all right, you spoke on getting a $300 flight and going down to Sosa or whatever, right? I mean, Brazil's a little bit more. I've also been to Brazil going back 10 years or whatever, right? So all right, for a pro out there, what is the cost that you would that a person would usually pay for a pro out there?
So when I went out there the first time, I paid a little bit too much. For the girl I was with. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm just giving that disclaimer for the brothers that are going for the first time. They will kind of get you the first time when you go out there, and then you kind of learn as you go. Like I said, I was out there for 8 days. The first girl I paid about 2,800 pesos. Or 2,500, between 2,500 and 2,800 pesos, and that's about $60. I think about $60. Because 4,000 pesos, I think, is about $100. So I paid about 28 pesos, 100 pesos, which was too much. And you live and you learn, and then you move on. You know what I mean? So when I go back now, I'll be smarter. But yeah, when I was in DR, that's how much I paid, and it was up and down. It was gradual. For the brothers that are going, depending on what time of day, I don't want to tell you these concrete numbers, but I'm gonna give you a range. Depending on what part of the day you're going. If it's daytime, you can get between 1,500 to 1,800 pesos, and then at night, I don't know what part of this. If you're coming out of the clubs and stuff like that, when the chicks are just leaving, they kind of, scrounging around trying to find a chick or find a person. You can kind of beat them down too at that point. But in middle of the night, between about 8 and about 11, 12, that's kind of the time that the chicks are trying to get the most out of dudes. My personal opinion, never pay more than 2,000 pesos. That's just my personal thing. And that's passed on me from brothers that I've met down there. And another thing about DR, when you get down there, don't be afraid to talk with cats. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of older brothers down there, and they giving out good game. Just chop it up with them. They'll tell you good game too. They'll keep you keep you right down there, and that. And if you want to touch on prices in Brazil, when I was in Brazil a couple months ago. I was dealing with one young lady. That was it, and I was paying 200 reais for her every time we hung out.
So that's like $100, but it's $50 like now. Like $50,
yeah, I think
right?
at the time, that's like, was it $50? Yeah, I think that's about $50. $50.
Mm-hmm.
I think I believe it is right now. So that was every time I hung out with her. There's 200 reais, and then there's little tricks you could do too. And I'm gonna put you guys up on a little bit of game also that was passed on to me. You don't have to do this. You don't have to do this at all. I dealt with her because first off, I like to. She used Brazilian woman that I liked. She was thick, had nice curly hair, long hair to her ass, pretty smile, dark skin, not dark skin, but like a dark brown skin female, very fun, had a good time with her, whatever. That was the only pro I dealt with because I didn't want to have a representation of dealing with pros. That was my thing. Because in Brazil, you don't want to have that reputation of dealing with pros. And that's not what you're down there for. If you're down there for this to have a good time, whatever, do your thing, brother. I'm not here to judge nobody. Do your thing.
And let me just inject something in there. Let me inject this real quick. Over in Brazil, it is more possible to get a girl, like I have a real girlfriend, than in DR because there's more infrastructure in Brazil. Brazil has their economy. I mean, even though it's in the toilets right now, it's better than DR. So these girls are out here hurting in DR. So 9 times out of 10, you're not going to get it for free out here in DR. But I did get it for free out in Brazil.
Yeah,
and it is very
yes, it is very possible. And I say this, and a lot of brothers need to notice that when you go to DR, you go to Brazil, the good girls hang out with the good girls, the pros hang out with the pros, the church girls hang out with the church girls. So when you out here hanging out with these girls, just know they don't cross class each other. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So if you have a representation with hanging out with a type of female, that's going to be your representation. So you have to be very aware of that when you're in Brazil, and don't mess up your reputation. So, but back to a quick game. If you're dealing with any female in Brazil, and you're going down to Brazil, try to bring a little gift with you. I'm not saying trick off. It's not a thing. I'm not saying trick off on a female. I'm saying go if you like me. I live in New York City. You can go down to
a block from Canal.
Go to Canal Street. Yep. Go to Canal. Get you some $10 bottle of perfume, and put it in your bag. Now I'm gonna tell you this. I did that. I had the girl I was dealing with, the one girl I was dealing with.